After being off for 1 week, Dragon Ball Super is back with episode 26, Dai Pinchi ni Shokin ga Mieta, Hangeki Kaishi da Son Goku, which translates to, and this is a long one, guys, amidst the crisis, a shot at victory appears. Son Goku's counterattack begins. And it's interesting because Dai Pinchi usually stands for grand pinch, but Kanzenju translated it as crisis. But that's okay. Like, that's not too vastly different. Anyways, this episode, of course, continues the fight between Goku and Golden Frieza. And, of course, Golden Frieza continues to win for the most part. Frieza gets the early advantage on Goku. He's down. He actually whips out that tail choke where he chokes you with his tail and punches you like Planet Namek. It was good seeing that again. And Goku, of course, bites his tail like he did on Namek, and then chops Frieza in the neck. But then when he goes for an elbow, Frieza blocks it, comes back with some lefts and rights, fires a ki blast, sends Goku down. The animation here, I know people are going to be asking about it. See, the problem is, guys, I've kind of come to terms with this, is that I just watched this fight again from the movie like 2 or 3 days ago just because I wanted to watch it, and there really is no comparison. So if you're going to go into this Dragon Ball Super version of the fight and you're going to try to enjoy it after seeing the movie, you're just not going to. The animation was very, very spotty. Some of the faces looked very weird here. It wasn't bad. It was not like horrible, oh my god, terrible. It wasn't anything like that. You know, like a lot of people like to cry chicken little about this stuff. But when compared to the movie, that's the thing. And of course, like we've said a million times, the movie has a much better budget. But when compared to the movie, it just wasn't good at all. Like, it just was much, much, much more cheaply made. And then, of course, we had a flashback to Namek where we see Goku, showing Frieza mercy, and then Frieza fires that blast at him, and Goku's like, "You fool," and, kills him. And, of course, that they use Dragon Ball Z / Dragon Ball Kai footage for that. Again, looks kind of jarring, but the thing is about those episodes, and I remember the animation in those episodes not being that great either back in the Z era, so it's whatever. I mean, I'm not, again, like I've said a million times, I'm not going to complain about the animation because nothing that we've seen so far has been anywhere even remotely close to episode 5. But when you compare it to the movie, it's almost like I really wonder what would happen if we all watched this show from the perspective of somebody who's never seen the movie. I know I've seen some of you guys comment in these videos about, well, if I've never seen the movie, so this is all fresh and new to me, or I didn't get the movie in my country, so I've only seen pictures and I don't know how good it is. And so if that's the case, then maybe this is a lot better. It's just in comparison to the movie, it does not hold up. So Vegeta wants to step in. We hear some weird new music from Sumitomo, and as a result of Vegeta wanting to step in, that's when Goku realizes what Golden Frieza's weakness is. In the leaked information from DB-Z, it stated that Whis is the one that tells Goku Frieza's weakness, and that Gohan tries to get involved. That didn't happen here, so I don't know if they got it wrong, or if they just made it up, or if 2chan got it wrong. I don't know, but Whis and Gohan were not involved in this at all. Like, not even close, not even anywhere close. They were just talking. So Goku gets his confidence back, and so Goku's fighting back now. Frieza's firing ki blasts, and this is really where I noticed the animation being kind of pathetic, and also the fight is not as good. I mean, in the movie, I would probably say the Goku-Frieza fight was fun. Not the best fight, at all in the history of the series, but still really, really fun. Maybe dragged on a bit, but it was still fun in the film, right? In the Resurrection after the movie. Here, it's just, I don't know. It's not grabbing me. Again, though, that's because I saw the movie a couple of days ago, and you have to make the comparison. Like, people are going to probably look at this video and say, well, why are you comparing the movie to the series? Well, the series is an adaptation of the movie. That's what this is, and it's their chance to do it better. And I don't feel that the fight between Golden Frieza and Goku in the series holds a torch to the movie version. And that's the entire fight, because the fight kind of ended in this episode. So one thing they did do better, I think, is that Frieza was beating Goku down pretty badly. much worse here than in the movie. He's just pounding him and pounding him and pounding him. In the movie, what happened was Frieza gets the advantage and Goku starts to basically run away from him to basically stall for time while Frieza's golden body ran out. It's not what happened here. The movie version made a bit more sense, to be honest, because he's kind of running away, letting Frieza tire himself out, right? Here, he just was eating the shots, like the Ali Shuffle, which, again, you can look at it both ways, but I just feel like him running away was smarter. It's better to run away than to take shots, even though some folks had a problem with that. Nonetheless, that's how I feel. So Frieza, it all builds up to Frieza eventually punching Goku in the face, and Goku no-sells it just like in the movie. And then Goku begins his comeback, and Goku starts to get the advantage, and then Sorbet kind of talks to, or Frieza. Sorbet's watching the fight. Frieza talks to Sorbet, and whispers something to him, and you can see Frieza's mouth moving, but there was no voice coming out, which is kind of them whispering. I don't think it was a mistake. I know some people have been saying, was that an animation mistake or an audio mistake? Nah, I think he was just whispering really low so that we don't know what's going to happen, even though we do know because we saw the movie. But if you didn't see the movie, you don't know. So Goku, again, starts to explain the weakness of Golden Frieza. It wasn't Vegeta this time. It was Goku. And one thing I was kind of bummed out about was that we did not see the 1-inch punch, which it's funny because I talked about the 1-inch punch on Twitter earlier today about that being my favorite moment of Dragon Ball all year. Like, my favorite moment that Dragon Ball's given me as far as the anime goes was Goku's 1-inch punch in Resurrection F. We didn't see that here, and it's kind of a bummer because I really like that Bruce Lee tribute. Like, I really, really like the fact that they gave a tribute to Bruce Lee with the 1-inch punch. We didn't see it. What can you do? I mean, I kind of wish they had put it back in. I really enjoy the fact that they had that reference. I'm pretty sure that was Tadayoshi Yamamura's idea, or maybe it was even Toriyama's idea. Toriyama loves Bruce Lee. It was one of those two, I'm sure. It couldn't have been anybody else, I don't think. So then Goku, is pretty much over Frieza. Frieza's on his hands and knees, just pissed off, screaming "Kuso, Kuso," which means either crap or shit, depending on how you want to translate it. It's fecal matter. And then, he's just kind of over him. And then here's where it gets interesting, where they differed from the movie. Goku powers down from his SS God SS or blue form. He's back to his base form, or Saiyan Beyond God, whatever. When he's got black hair. Kind of weird to see Frieza's power drop that drastically so fast. I mean, I understand having stamina issues, but even on Namek or even in the film, he was still kind of fighting back. It literally seemed in this version that once Goku realized that Golden Frieza had stamina issues, and once Goku made the comeback and Frieza was kind of like, tiring out, none of his blows had any effect. And that's not good. That doesn't make much sense, because when you're fighting somebody, even if they're getting tired, the punches should still hurt. It's like Goku just ate the shot. And no, it's still Golden Frieza. He's still strong. Like, that kind of bugged me. I'm not going to lie to you about that. But still, again, it's super. I mean, look, at the end of the day, the movie version of Resurrection F, even with all the changes, is better so far. I mean, it's going to take some epic shit next episode to really fix that. But anyways, Goku's in his base form, and then Sorbet blasts Goku through the heart with his ring. It makes a little bit more sense here because Goku was not in his God form. He was in his base form, so it makes more sense that the ring that Sorbet had was able to damage him, because it does kind of make more sense, even though some will say that, well, he's been eating lasers forever, Goku, and not been hurt. Still, it still makes more sense here because Sorbet, he was powered down, and they really made an effort to show that he was not focused. So Frieza's about to finish Goku off. Frieza's, of course, taunting him, and then Vegeta shoots a blast down, interrupting him. That was also different, because in the movie, Frieza was like, hey, Vegeta, you hate this guy too, right? Why don't you come in here and you finish him off? They didn't do that here. Here, Vegeta voluntarily got involved, which I really like. I really, really like that change. Then, of course, that's the end of the episode. Next week, SSGSS Vegeta versus Golden Frieza, and the Earth explodes. And, of course, we got a new ending song here. We talked about this. We heard about it before from Kanzenju and from, different channels and places. Not a huge fan of the song upon first listening. I'm going to have to go back and hear it again. I really like the first two ending songs, the hello, 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 and the Key Talk song. This one's not doing it for me, and neither is the ending animation. It just seems kind of eh. But nonetheless, this week's episode, when you compare it to the movie, like I said before, it does not hold up at all. By itself, I thought it was okay. It's just, to me, the Resurrection F arc is not must-see material. But luckily, we got one episode left, so there you go. I will be doing a Talk Dragon Ball recap of the arc versus the movie very soon, once it's over. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on the episode below. Thank you for watching my review, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And thank you for your support, and I'll catch you down the road.